roster spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field is Iamaleava. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the
Come on, bro.
And it's them who's going to come out today.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Grabbed in the middle. Touchdown, UCLA! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. They'll toss it to the left. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hard running there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Calls his own number. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
This one's complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The offense changing the play. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. So now it's second and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. This is a designed run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
football with the run. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll send the back in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Iamaleava. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Snag in the end zone.
God, good fucking throw.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a touchdown.
What are you on, bro?
That's the definition of an explosive play.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. It's a running room. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can...
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he reels it in inside the 30. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown!
Rocky catch, you know all the...
Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets him down to the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they...
Turning it on! He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the move. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts.
Looking for the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week, he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Now on the move. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Anthony. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On the run, it's Anthony. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They want to run this quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
This QB so fucking sorry.
Aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Lost the defense is wide open. Look out on the right. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Bruins. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. A quick pass to the left. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Still on his feet at the 45. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Arkansas. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Bates. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Picked off, what a way to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. Shakes off the defender. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's hot. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy meet you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball in the ground.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some more.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Trying to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little.
Bro, this nigga is ass.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bates. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped sometimes.
Makes the grab on the right. He got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And the Razorbacks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Can't get him to the ground. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Caught on the outside, it's Brown.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust it?
Breaks into the open. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Still running at the 35. No, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll do it himself. And he launches in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Come on now.
They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Unloads to the right. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. No signs of any kind of kickers that'll lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Open space at the 25. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there.
That's the only way you can complete a pass.
On the end of this game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the
Let's go, man.
Get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.